Tom Offerman guides us through holiday investment opportunities in Noosa.
Noosa is one of Australia's most beautiful tourist destinations. It backs onto National Park and has amazing beaches running all the way up to Fraser Island. But unfortunately, that's not why I'm here today. So let's go and have a chat to local real estate agent and long-time resident, Tom Offerman. So Tom, how long have you lived in the Noosa area?
I moved here in 1985, so I've lived here for 22 years, and I've worked the entire time in the real estate industry, opening my own business approximately 15 years ago.
What appeals to you on a personal level about living here?
I love the natural environment here. It's a very relaxed lifestyle. It's got beautiful north-facing and east-facing beaches, and the national park here is just superb. It's the hub of what people really love about Noosa. It's a great place to live, and it's very easy to get to major population centres like Brisbane and Sydney. So it really has the best of both worlds.
And obviously more on a business front, what's the property market like at the moment?
The local property market has been picking up pace all year. From month to month we've seen improvements, and we're really well and truly back to a normal market after the 2002-2003 boom. It slowed down a little, but it has picked up again, and we see the next 3 to 5 years as being very kind to property owners in this part of the world.
And would you say the investor demand is currently strong in the area?
Oh, the investor demand is very strong and is set to increase. The reasons for that are, number one, interest rates are still at historically very low levels. Interest rates are still around 8%, which is very affordable for the average investor. With the recent fluctuations in the stock market, we've noticed that there have been a lot of investors shifting focus with their portfolios back to property. So as a result, we're selling a lot of investment property.
And how quickly or slowly are the investment properties renting out?
Well, Noosa has a very high proportion of holiday rental investment property. So typically a holiday rental unit would have an occupancy of between 60 and 95% for the best located properties. So if you're buying an investment property like that, you're not going to have any difficulty renting it. For owner-occupied properties, we've got an occupancy rate of greater than 98%, so it takes a very short amount of time to find a tenant, usually within the first week. The current market is a little undersupplied with property, and we see that tightening up from month to month. Some of our areas, like one suburb, Noosa Waters, it had 75 houses for sale there last year, and that's now shrunken to 25 homes, which doesn't leave a lot of choice for buyers with specific requirements.
Now, you mentioned some of the more expensive properties. What's the entry-level price to get into the market in Noosa?
A lot of people assume that Noosa is very expensive, and yes, it does have some record sales that make headlines, but you can buy into Noosa from about $250,000. There's homes available in the $400,000 range, and there's even apartments here in Hastings Street that you can buy in the $400,000 range. You can buy a 2-bedroom apartment which is 100 metres from the beach with excellent resort facilities. So it really is an area that offers great investment opportunities no matter what the budget.
So you mentioned that we can get into the market from $250,000. What sort of return could I expect on that, and what's the capital growth like in the area?
The return on the rental investments generally are around 2 to 4%, which isn't a high return, but where you're really picking up your return is on the capital growth. Capital growth in the area has averaged around 11% over the last 30 years. That's right across the board. There's some areas here like Noosa Sound where the property values have increased by in excess of 20% for the last 29 years since it was developed. So as you can see, if you add the rental return to the capital gain, you have a very, very healthy investment. Plus, you get to use the place yourself from time to time and get some tax relief. So it's a great way to build your wealth. It is a fabulous place to live, a great place to invest, and it's a great industry to work in. I absolutely love it here.
What could you get for your money in Noosa? Well, here are a couple of options. The Noosa International Break-Free Resort offers a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1-car park, fully furnished unit for $310,000, bringing back a rental return of $300 to $320 per week. Another option is the popular Beach Breakers Resort. 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 1-car park unit sells for $300,000, bringing back a permanent rental return of $300 per week. The median price for a 2-bedroom unit in 2001 was $230,000. In 2007, it's $385,000, a rise of 67%. The weekly rent on a 2-bedroom unit in 2001 was $170. In 2007, it's $260. And the unit rental yield was 3.8% in 2001. In 2007, it's 3.5%. So there you have it, Noosa. It's a popular tourist destination with north to northeast facing beaches, a high rental occupancy in holiday units of 60 to 95%. It's still affordable, and with its high demand and tight supply, this makes Noosa a fantastic holiday hotspot. This has been another Holiday Hotspot brought to you by Your Investment Property magazine.